Hello, what's going on, my friends, and welcome to another episode with your host, the one, the only, the chosen one, the eighth wonder of the world, your boy, the Crurned. And today we're playing Grand Theft Auto 5, Episode 5. We're doing the campaign for the PC version of the game, and yeah, it's been a while since we started the game. That was a couple of weeks ago, and we're now on Episode 5. Again, thank you so much for a successful year so far. The channel is keep growing. It's a matter of my intention in this year is to be more aggressive on creating more content instead of just waiting for getting things happen by osmosis. So I try to explain myself, that doesn't make any sense, but eventually I will find our way to basically pretty much being able to be more proactive in terms of creating more content. So last time in this game, we did a couple of favors. We reunited the three characters. So we're here on the first mission with Trevor here in Los Santos. After we saved what's the name of that girl? Michael's girl. Forgot her name for some reason. I am so bad with names. Anyway, we saved her from being a ridicule for all the state of San Andreas. We're back with Trevor. Oh, I have a special surprise, probably gonna start it tomorrow.
Trevor is a what? Trevor is...
And also,
you know where the port is?
For the new persons, to the new people watching the game.
Come on then, Floyd, what you got for me?
Like I said, I don't rightly know what we got. You're going to have to be more exact in your questioning, sir.
We're looking for something to steal.
Sir, I stole a pencil in elementary school and I've been regretting it ever since.
Floyd always was a stick in the mud.
Look, sir, please, just tell me what you want and I'll do my utmost to assist you in finding it.
Here's the problem. I don't know what I want. It's a bit, well, like pornography or a perfect turd. I can't quite describe it, but I'll know it when I see it.
You ain't aiding my comprehension.
All right. Well, how's this? $236 billion worth of cargo came through the port of Los Santos last year.
He's
Hey now,
real good with numbers.
I don't want to hijack a truck full of pineapples, Floyd. You need to give us the inside track on what's coming through.
We don't know what's in the containers. They certainly don't put price tags on them.
Have you noticed anything? Anything different? Anything that might indicate something?
Well, there's been all these Merryweather folks hanging around.
Merryweather security consultant. Private army to the New World Order.
My butt's gone
The
numb.
folks waging outsourced shadow wars in 20 countries around the globe and recently cleared to operate on U.S. soil.
That, sounds like them.
So there's a private militia in the port. What are they guarding?
This one freighter, I guess now that you mention it, it ain't quite right.
A freighter.
Okay.
Perfect. Can I get on board?
No, they won't let you anywhere near it. They're kind of assholes about it, actually. The other day, my colleague, Ralph...
I don't give a shit about Ralph. We gotta take a look. Is there anything else?
There's another bunch of Merryweather guys out by the Navy warehouse. They got boats.
Go park and get the dispatch.
Yep, will do.
Go park and get the dispatch.
Here comes the soup. I gotta check in.
Remember, Floyd, this can go real wrong real quick.
We got a waste spillage and I got a slot on the cleanup crew.
There is nothing that Wade here ain't gonna do for a warm meal.
Hope you got a strong stomach, son. Get in there.
You gonna take me to see this freighter?
Yeah, it's over here.
You ever got helicopters coming in and out of here? You know, those big sky crane things that can pick up a whole container?
As I was
Now,
saying,
this is restricted airspace. They won't let anything out of here without clearance. Shoot it down if they have to.
So how's a man in a hurry supposed to get in and out of this place?
Well, we got a port that stretched to 50 feet.
You know, what's the Coast Guard response like?
Well, they got cutters, 45-foot response vessels, air support. You're not gonna move much faster than them, especially if you're carrying something.
Maybe I'll have to saddle you up and ride you across the Miriam Turner overpass.
I just said they have the water surface real covered.
Okay.
yeah, as I was saying, basically,
It's the freighter I told you about.
What do you think they got on it?
We just stevedore them. We ain't meant to know what's in the containers.
But?
But these are marked military. Government.
Anything weird about that?
The government stuff is hot freight. Pulls up, goes right through. This stuff's just been sitting here.
You are beginning to arouse my curiosity.
Over there, 2 o'clock. Looks like Forrest got on the wrong side of some Merryweather guys.
wow. Yes, I was saying,
You!
oh my
We need
god,
you guys on the
people
handler.
talk too much.
Couple of containers and Baby gotta be brought up to F. That ain't a question. Get on it. Now!
Yeah, before I get interrupted again, I just keep in the cutscenes for
Get
two
up.
things. To avoid
gotta
getting
do
copyright
I guess they're gonna kick me out if I don't play along.
and to
How about I run that prick over in
have
this
a
thing?
hard
I thought you
fast
wanted to scope the place. We don't get the containers, they're gonna check your
mission
card.
complete.
Oh, I'm getting nervous.
You're always nervous. Relax.
Not always, sir. Just around you. And it's just...
Oh shit. And there goes my
How about I run that prick over in this
gold
thing?
star.
I thought you wanted to scope the place. We don't get the containers, they're gonna check your card. Oh, I'm getting nervous.
You're always nervous. Relax.
Not always, sir. Just around you. And it's just Cousin Wade's on his own. He better hold it together, stick to the story.
He'll be fine. Boy's on a waste clearance crew.
I'm gonna lose my job. It's those containers. Baby. Clamp it on now. Okay, we got it. Let's take her down to Bay F.
I know why they call them handlers, because they handle like a dream.
This ain't a toy, sir. It's heavy machinery.
Thank fuck I'm high as a kite.
You should not be operating this vehicle while under the influence.
I'll operate you under the influence if you're not careful.
So basically, oh my god, I want to make sure I get at least a silver in achievements, and one of the things is to complete the game in or the missions in a time limit. You're familiar with the game already.
You happy? Now I'll get the other one for you. Me, anyway. I'm gonna need a better view of that freighter.
I'm sorry, but this is as close as you going to get.
Nah. I need to take some pictures. Send them to my guy, Ron. I'll need a proper view.
There's the cranes, but...
Cranes! Perfect!
Oh, shoot.
It's a shame. I mean, the game is beautiful, and now everything is set to pay for additional stuff that basically is kind of, I don't know, self anti. I don't know. It's just a feeling of
Look
anachronic.
it up!
Hey, whose dick you have to suck to get this job? Being a stevedore used to be back-breaking work. Now you're paid brain surgeon bucks to push an oversized shopping cart.
I did not fellatiate no one to get this job. Deborah's old friends with the... well, with the...
With the say no more. You didn't fillet no one, but darling Debbie probably did. She probably enjoyed it.
I was saying, it's kind of anachronic that all the new stuff in the games like GTA Online is basically turn the whole GTA thing experience into more similar with Saints Row.
You're being reckless.
Oh. Here we go again. Okay, let's play seriously now. God.
How about I run that prick over in this thing?
I thought you wanted to scope the place. We don't get the containers, they're gonna check your card. Oh, I'm getting nervous.
You're always nervous. Relax.
Not always, sir. Just around you. And it's just Cousin Wade's on his own. He better hold it together, stick to the story.
He'll be fine. Boy's on a waste clearance crew. He's never happier than when he's neck deep in shit.
Those are the containers in Bay B. Trevor!
This is the most boring mission ever.
And attach it. That's it. Now we gotta bring it over to Bay F.
I know why they call them handlers, because they handle like a dream.
This ain't a toy, sir. It's heavy machinery.
Thank fuck I'm high as a kite.
You should not be operating this vehicle while under the influence.
I'll operate you under the influence if you're not careful.
Oh, I have a surprise. As I was saying before, I have a surprise. Probably gonna start live stream tomorrow. Definitely worth your viewership.
There it is. Now I guess we gotta get the other one. I'm gonna need a better view of that freighter.
I'm sorry, but this is as close as you going to get.
Nah. I need to take some pictures. Send them to my guy, Ron. I'll need a proper view.
There's the cranes, but...
Cranes! Perfect!
Oh, shoot.
They're probably going to the movies in a few minutes. The game, the matinee starts, not matinee, but the show itself. It's gonna start in...
They're so on to us. Clamp it on now.
Hey, whose dick you have to suck to get this job? Being a stevedore used to be back-breaking work. Now you're paid brain surgeon bucks to push an oversized shopping cart.
I did not fellatiate no one to get this job. Deborah's old friends with the... well, with the...
With the say no more. You didn't fillet no one, but darling Debbie probably did. She probably enjoyed it.
Be careful.
Alright. Sounds good. Done.
If my work here is done, I'm going up the gantry.
Alright. After the third one, what's the charm? Good job, Trevor. I'm gonna get a bronze medal for this mission. But I'm happy that I finished it.
Hello? Well, I've seen bad. You're fucked up. Oh, you. Holy
Wasn't
shit.
I banging your broad last
In
night?
your face, sucker.
He's a bucket. I'ma fuck you up. I don't need to prove I'm tough. I am tough.
Alright.
How are you? Hey! Hey! There ain't time to admire the view. I've been waiting on a crane driver nearly an hour.
I'm not permitted to drive cranes, buddy.
Hey, you need me to get your union rep up here right now? Sooner you get in the cab, sooner we can get out of here.
This is on you. Okay, I'm sitting here. What do you want?
First up, position the cabin over a container. There's some lights on the spreader that should help with alignment. Looks like you're in line. Looks good to me. Grab onto it. It's hooked up, so lift it high enough to clear that container stack and move it to the other end. We need to go to the other end. Bay 5. All the way to the end!
Stevedore Simulator. Or Longshoreman Simulator. Number 5.
There's the truck. Set it down gentle. You want to line it up with the frame of the truck. Container's locked. All that freight. Signalman and crane driver working together. Now let's do the same thing again. Take us back up to the other end. Get in position over the second container in Bay 1.
I was kind of sorry that the graphics are not that good. I decided to keep it that way because, I don't know. Even though I have very high quality graphics card, it's kind of like... If I had a liquid cooling system, perhaps, I would be able to do it a little bit much more. Could exploit the computer a little bit better. But now one of my hard drives got burned out just less than a year ago. I was kind of concerned. And I decided to buy a solid state hard drive. And pretty much just watching, monitoring, make sure that the hard drive is not messing around, not getting messed up too much. We good? Yep, I guess.
All right, you're done. Break time.
Okay, I have to take the picture now, and then take the truck.
I mean, this is some view, ain't it? I'm gonna take a couple shots for my boy.
The alarm sounds the same alarm that played in Star Trek A New Hope. There's a distant alarm, wailing sound. Continue. There's a guard on board the ship. Where is the guard ahead? Okay. A long back shot of the back of the ship. Send the photos. Run. So yeah, I'm gonna give guys
I can take you over to the warehouse. This rig ain't being used.
Hint of what the game is gonna be tomorrow. Hopefully, it's gonna be a retro game.
It's over on the other dock. So they've been guarding one of them dry docks. We can take a look at it, but no one's allowed around there.
Normal rules don't apply to us, Floyd. We're going in.
I don't know. The rules applied to me my whole life. I like rules.
And look at you. You're a failure. You're in a loveless relationship.
What do you mean? Loveless? I love Deborah.
If she loved you, she'd be here, wouldn't she? But she's not.
You know I'm insecure.
You've got a dead-end job.
What? Dead end? No.
Floyd, it's dead end.
Being a unionized longshoreman's one of the best paying jobs in the country. You tell people around La Puerta that's what you do, they're liable to rob you. They're so jealous.
No one's jealous of you, Floyd. They pity you. You're abused by that woman. You're abused by these slave drivers. I mean, I've never worked so hard in my life.
It ain't so bad. I've been doing this every day for 10 years, only usually with less of the criminality.
You're wasting your life, Floyd. It's lucky we turned up when we did. I'm saving you from yourself.
We ain't heard from Wade.
What are you, his mother? He's fine.
The spillage shouldn't take this long to contain. There must be a lot of it.
Hey! You can't come through here.
Sorry, you're gonna have to go it alone.
Poor Wade. I mean, this other guy, forgot his name. I told you, I'm very bad with with names. Yes, Carson Wade, right? That's what his name is. No, it's not Carson Wade. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's Wade. That's the name of his cousin, but I don't know the name of this other guy.
Trevor, these photos. You've really stumbled onto something. The ship, Merryweather.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about the ship. If we put a man with a gun on the bridge next to it and get a guy on board, I think we got a good chance of taking over.
Way it looks to me, there's a container below deck. They're guarding it for the government, keeping it off the books. Serious military technology, most like.
Yeah, of course. I just found a manifest. They're testing something out at sea. It's gotta be that. Now, get back to work. The TPI conglomerate ain't thriving. There's only one man responsible.
Of course, yeah. But I'll start pulling all the intel I can get on Merryweather at the same time. I got a file here somewhere.
Alright. So yeah, that's the first hint I'm gonna give about the game. It's gonna start tomorrow. And also the second hint, the game is the third part of a series. And that was the first part of the new format the game took over. After probably 5 years since it started. Anyway, that's the two hints I'm gonna give about the game. And it's gonna discuss a little bit of news lately about films. One of them is that I just gonna come clean with you guys. I am a DC comic book fan. At some point, I'm more a comic book type of guy than a film type of guy. And it's gonna go be blunt with you. I was reading that somebody on Facebook started to start a game, or basically a page asking to boycott or by voting a rotten vote to the new Black Panther movie. Basically in retaliation for Rotten Tomatoes to give a rotten score by the critics of all the new DC films. In my opinion, first things first, I am not in favor of that. Second, I would say that if they were actually real fans of DC, they would just go out and basically go and discuss with Warner Brothers saying, hey, we need a better quality film. However, I can give them credit that not every people is gonna be like happy that they were gonna watch any DC film no matter what content there is.
What in the name of all things holy?
Ugh.
Alright, so,
okay, I don't need to hear everything. Okay, what we're gonna do is, it's
gotta be the you and Flo. Okay, alright.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, mission time failed real hard. I thought I was gonna get punished for that, but that's okay. Anyway.
Ah, Trevor. Hey.
Mikey, hey, listen. Loving it here in LS. Really settling in. Getting my first enema tomorrow. Anyway, I heard about some action.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, okay.
Oh, you bet it's okay. Listen, I gotta do a little prep work, but so far it's looking pretty tasty. I'll need you to bring along that kid you've been hanging with, Franklin.
Yeah, as I was saying, I myself have no problem if they still like the DC films. But one thing is that, and another is to just get your panties in a bunch because you basically are wanting certain critics to like the film. That's not the case. Why? Because number one, obviously, they have a right to do it because that's the way they do things. Alright. The new... You have to get that...
What's going on?
Mini shop.
Last night?
Yeah, as I was saying, because one, they are critics and that's what they do, they criticize films.
Damn you!
I was watching all this, it's kind of like a... I don't know if I say... It's not actually... completely like everybody's disliking the films because again Wonder Woman, the film Wonder Woman, which I like, got good reviews and also had kind of decent box office under their belt. But again, that was it. I mean, most of the films kind of, in my opinion, lack a little bit of positivity because most of these heroes were kind of basically gods wearing costumes like Superman, Wonder Woman, and to put of course Batman as well. So it's an epitome or the ideal of a man with a lot of power and being able to use it for good. And yeah, as I was saying, long story short, the guys that were protesting to boycott or Black Panther, number one, they do a disservice. They don't speak for me as a DC fan, DC comic book fan again, more than a fan of the movies. And number two, they won't change that thing because it's kind of childish to think that disliking a thing over another just because these people don't like it. It's just making you as bad as they are. In my opinion, it shouldn't even be it should not be an issue. And that's kind of the media kind of spinning this to make sure that DC and Marvel start a beef. In my opinion, the both companies, basically the comic book writers of both companies, kind of have a common belief that they kind of benefit each other, and they work together and do things the right way. And in my opinion, this shouldn't be an issue. If these people were claiming to be DC fans, the first thing that should have been done is the media should have ignored it, because again, if they were actually fans anyway, the media shouldn't actually also be responsible to tell people what to think or not. If these people want to boycott it, let them have it. At the end of the day, they just basically look each other like fools. That doesn't gonna change the fact that many of these critics really like or dislike the film anyway. They're not gonna dislike it or like it just because you tell them to, or you're gonna boycott it, because they won't care anyway. That's of course if nobody is actually on their business payroll, and that's another hour of discussion, but in my opinion, that is not gonna change anything. In my opinion, I think Marvel films, even though they're appealing, they're more, in my opinion, more appealing in terms of, if they don't try to put the heroes 100% flawless. Well, they're flawless in certain things, but they're not like, what type of word I'm trying to look here. They're not trying to be painted as potential assassins.
I've got that submarine we talked about. You gotta help me store it for a few days. Floyd, don't go quiet on me or I'll come around and I'll, well, we both know what I'm talking about.
Okay, alright. Bring it around to Pier 400 at the Western Docks.
On my way.
Look, I'll have a truck to bring you around the warehouse.
What's this? The union man doing an honest day's work?
There's nothing honest about this, sir. But this is a dishonest day's work, if ever I've seen one.
Hey, we're not hurting anyone.
No, but no one except whoever owns that submarine and the mercenary folks on the freighter.
Do some research on Merryweather Security Consulting, friend. They'd be on trial for human rights offenses if the U.S. government didn't protect all its contractors from any kind of suit, military or civilian. They're immune from prosecution, and they behave like they are. Murdering, stealing, high on power, guns and anabolic steroids. Lucky bastards.
Look, I don't know about that stuff.
Oh, you're right. You don't. Merryweather are employed by the richest, greediest scum on the planet to shit on the poorest and the neediest. So we are going to enjoy shitting on them.
Oh, great. I look forward to that.
Okay, well that's more like it.
Yeah, as I was saying, Marvel films, like they just try to keep things a little bit more kid-friendly. That's kind of how I see it. And I don't think the DC films, you know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, at least Wonder Woman, in my opinion, was trying to recapture that, trying to appeal more to people, basically allowing people to go see the film without feeling a little bit queasy. Because that's how I felt, especially in the third act of Man of Steel. There was kind of a few scenes that made me feel queasy. And, oh my god, this is kind of cruel, especially the World Engine scene. This is spoiler alert. Basically, there's an engine near Metropolis and basically levels half of the city. And probably the death toll should have been in the hundreds of thousands. And basically, that's not what Superman is, in my opinion. Basically, Superman is not responsible for that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, he's kind of flawed. He had to struggle a lot, and the way he starts things is kind of like nobody really will kind of see him as a good person, because nobody was actually seeing him saving people. Because that was what Superman, in my opinion, as a classical view of Superman was. He just went out of the way instead of dealing with the big problem. He just went around trying to save people first. Anyway, it's just kind of cruel and universal, as I was saying. And hey, that's the title of Zack Snyder films. What I'm trying to say is that they were trying to heavy-handed the film too much. Batman v Superman, they again heavy-handling things. They kill off what's the name of that guy? Jimmy Olsen right away. And in my opinion, if there was actually a DC fan, or true DC fan manifestation should have been like against Warner Brothers and trying to let them know, hey, we need to have this conversation and have this classical heroes back, and kind of having hope, because we are living in a world with so much I can say this has been forever. So this is not a recent thing. It has been. I've seen this since the 2000s. Everything is just bleak. People don't have any type of hopes in terms of having any aspirations of doing good things. In my opinion, that's what the classic Superman film was, and at some point it was kind of lost with the advent of all these dark and broody things. A good example of what I'm trying to say here is, if you like comics, just take the graphic novel from Alex Rox's Kingdom Come. He basically explains this, that all these heroes, these classical heroes, are replaced by these anti-heroes that don't flinch an eye to kill the villains. And in my opinion, that was what they actually turned. They did an amalgamation between these anti-heroes and the superheroes that we know with DC, pretty much. That's how I see things. But again, that's just me, and I don't know how spread out is that opinion of the people actually think that the DC films have no trouble. But in my opinion, there's some things that should be taken care of, other than just basically throw with the scripts and trying to build a coherent story. But again, that's just me, and I was trying to take this off my chest because I was really bothered by all these things that are going on right now. All these people fighting between each other, and basically calling themselves names, and at some point, until very recently, I thought that, hey, there's a problem, they need to take this out of the way. But again, I also understand there's always a market for people to watch this type of films. But I think, in my opinion, that DC deserves a little bit much better respect in terms of, hey, we have this game and we need to get things done the right way. Man, this is taking longer than I remember. Perhaps it took a wrong turn. Anyway, there was another topic I wanted to discuss today. Oh yeah. So I was been hearing people talking about the demonetization issue. I've been hitting with that as well. So there's a quick solution. If you start basically recording a game, or of course like me, live streaming, after you finish with your uploading, just keep it unlisted or private. And basically what the YouTube thing is gonna do is just wait at least 12 hours to 24 hours, and YouTube will basically gonna give you the yellow icon on your game, of your video, if you have it monetized. And what you're gonna do with it is just keep it private, and once you finish it, you see that icon, just appeal it. Until very recently, I heard that you have to wait until it gets 1,000 views to appeal it, but now they kind of change it, so they can manually review it, and they will oblige to basically let it be monetized. And also because this new policy that coming in, 4,000 hours of yours and 1,000 subscribers, I was just giving you a few hints of how to make money set aside, but that will be after I can get a time to talk while these people are talking. So among the things that I have in mind is, which I'm probably gonna do myself.
Floyd, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm on the crane. Surface and I'll bring you shoreside.
All right.
The first one, the most obvious, is to have
It's just down the road. Los Santos Marine, past the shipyards.
Yeah, Floyd, that's the name of Wade's cousin.
Is that sub covered properly?
It'll be fine if we just get there.
Are you being short with me?
No, sir. I'm certainly not being short. I'm just not used to this kind of pressure.
If you turn a crew onto a score, you gotta be ready for the heat that comes with it.
I didn't turn anyone on to anything. You threatened and cajoled and tricked me.
You don't want to cut? Just walk away.
I can't walk away. You're robbing my workplace and running the show from my home. You can pull up.
All right.
You're sure it'll be okay there?
Sure.
All right. If you're wrong, I'll eat your sweetmeats. Now get out of here.
Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
I was trying to steal this car. Anyway. Yeah, as I was saying, I'll give you a few tips now that we are into this new policy. We're gonna be effective in 17 days. That will be 2 or 3 weeks worth of monetization, at least for me, because I'm still under 1,000 subscribers and of course 4,000 views.
Retreating and retreating.
So there's a couple of tricks and recommendations if you want to, or what to do with some extra income if you are not basically, if this is your only way to make money, basically doing live streams or uploading YouTube videos. One of them.
Wait! So, it looks like we're ready to go with everything. Floyd don't think it's a good idea for us to meet at the condo, so maybe we should...
Tell Floyd it is a good idea to meet at the condo. It's a great idea. And tell him we need chips and dip and prostitutes.
So one of the recommendations I have right now is get 3 sources of income right now. As for me, I have the 3 sources of income. One of them is my day job, which I'm not gonna discuss about it here. I'll be fine if there's no discussion about it. The second source of income that I recommend is stock market. Basically, you can do the day market, as I'm trying to do. I don't keep all my money for a full year. That could be you can do the stock market, or you can do bonds, or basically you can do cryptocurrency, which is now trending if you're young enough and you have enough money. Extra money hanging around. Don't use any loan money or anything, because I have heard people have lost loan money on these cryptocurrencies and it's not nice at all. My also recommendation is don't invest now in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, because you can make because you already invested that money. You should have invested when the Bitcoin was low. But now it's just worth just too much, and if it gets down, you're gonna lose a lot of money. What else? And of course, the other source of income is YouTube, which you can use Patreon.
Lucky miss.
If you have a lot of subscribers. I'm still not that way yet. If you have 900 subscribers, I've seen a couple of subs or people that I've subbed to that specifically those big channels, what they do is just kind of making merchandise. I'm thinking of doing merchandise, but that will be way after I reach over 500 subscribers or something like that. So that is a good way to make that. Another way is just using Patreon. But I don't think Patreon is kind of fair for small channels. That's, of course, you have a lot of channels and big YouTubers are watching you, then yeah, it makes sense to
We handled your little immigration
use
problem,
Patreon.
whatever the fuck it was. We're straight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You killed people, you tortured people, committed a litany of...
Here's Trevor.
Great! Looky.
Alright guys, a few more details. We'll need boiler suits and masks for this job. The garbage truck. Let's get one from your park. Bring it back to the lot. And there's an auto repair place by the airport where we can get a tow truck. What else? Oh yeah, get away. That would be nice. Get something fast and discreet. We park it off the road, a good distance from the lot. And make sure it ain't near something we'll crash into driving off. That's it.
Alright, man, I got you, dawg.
What? Huh? I missed that. Maybe shout a little louder?
Bite me.
Oh, these two are like an old couple. They're hilarious. So I was saying, you invest all this money, you can do it whatever you want it. If you have a YouTube channel, of course, just open up a Patreon once you reach a certain amount of viewers or subscribers. It's really popular. If your channel is really popular, then yeah, go ahead and do it. Especially now with all this demonetization craziness. And of course, if you are going to invest in the stock market, be smart. Don't spend your money that you loan it. Just use that money to pay whatever you need to do. And you should make sure that you're using it as an investment. You're not taking loans out of.
Somebody stop that guy! That asshole!
Oh, I am so sorry!
Screw this. This shit ain't worth it.
And of course, get a day job. Try to do a day job. Try to do something related to your hobby if you want to.
You fucking got it! Oh, thank fuck you've got it. Thanks, man. Seriously, you saved my ass. Oh, this is fucking awesome.
Bye.
What can I say? I've never liked bullies.
And of course, yeah, keep your day job. It's just the 3 tips I had today. Just give your 3 sources of income. One of them, of course, is get a job or fill out. That's another good source of income is filling out. Whatchamacallit, surveys. You fill out surveys online. There's a few websites that I use for that. I have not used them before because, again, my job is paying well so far, so I'm happy with it. One of the sources that I use is Swagbox. The other one is website for filling out surveys. Swagbox, and the other one is yeah, there's another one. Just search on YouTube top survey websites. That's all you need to do, and you will be right on the money.
Is there something in particular you're looking for?
And the other one is
Boiler suits can come off the shopping list.
Yeah, make sure that you either start merchandise, but again, that will be for somebody who's already on YouTube and for a long time. You already have your loyal fan base. You have a lot of subscribers, and you're basically banking, which basically you open a Patreon and you will start selling merchandise online. So that way they can cover any losses from the demonetization may have caused after you uploaded a video. You get all your views, but you cannot get paid for those views because again the bot inside YouTube demonetized them, and you were not able to make sure that to be manually reviewed before. And of course, the final recommendation is to open the stock market again. Don't invest all your money that you take for as a loan to invest in the stock market. Just use money. The best recommendation I can give you for that is just use money that you're willing to lose. That's all I have to say. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to invest $300, $500 if you don't have them. If you have them,
I'm glad you and that mask found each other. Let's friends.
if you don't have them, that's fine. Just work and make sure you have enough money. Just don't spend your money on frivolous things.
Just to say, I got us some headgear for this masquerade balls up.
Try to make some money. One recommendation that I have for that is to save money. Basically, is just eat at home. That's one thing. Second is try to don't go to the movies too often. I'm trying to doing this year. And using that money actually to go to the gym, just open a membership for the gym. And believe me, that will be a good investment because that can actually help your health. Not only gonna help your health, but you're gonna be able to save money to go to the doctor on the long run. Let me see, where do I have to go nearby? You have to be you're nearby here, I guess.
Whoa!
Can I park it somewhere around here?
Son, I didn't pay for 6 years at UCLS, so you can sit around in your underwear and drink.
Komeki. Oh, it's on a road. Okay. So yeah, so we're saving money is basically don't go eat outside. Saving some money by basically working out at the gym, like this kind of counter.
Good Lord above!
So it kind of sound a little bit funny, but believe me. So I said before, you're gonna be healthy and you're gonna save money going to the doctor later. Your heart is gonna be healthy and you're still young. You will be able to be alright, and of course you're gonna be able to make friendships.
We have a getaway vehicle ready and waiting.
Good work, T. Where'd you put it?
Strawberry.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this here, so we can continue next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope next time we continue with this, and also gonna be the next video is gonna be a surprise. It's not gonna be this game, so make sure to stay tuned tomorrow around 10. I'm probably gonna let you know. I'm gonna put a warning before we start. I'm gonna put a time and place so you guys can not miss anything, not a single minute of when it's gonna be loaded. Again, thanks so much for watching, and keep gaming. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye.